Good morning, boys and girls. I am so glad you're here today. We're getting ready to do our art project, and it's going to be on paper painted butterflies. You know, God created the earth and the stars and the moon and the water and the sea and the skies and man and woman and trees and animals. He created everything and he made it beautiful. And one of the things he created was beautiful, beautiful butterflies. And butterflies come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and he makes them beautiful for all of us to see. You know what else? He made you beautiful too. He made you in different sizes, colors, shapes, because you know why? Because you are special to him, and you have so many gifts that you can share with others. So you ready to get started? Let's do it. First, I want to show you some examples that some of the kids have already done for us. If you look here with our painted paper, you will see a butterfly made with painted paper with several different small designs on it, and they use glitter. Then they made a butterfly with and made it real pretty with all different kinds of colors, the skies and the grass, and just really made it real colorful. And then we also did a butterfly and put it on black paper. And we cut it out, and she put all these beautiful stars on it. And then here's a plain one. And I think this plain one is just very pretty. It's very simple. But what I did is to bring it out, I put a black construction paper frame with it. And also, if you wanted to, in your little handout that you'll be getting through the email, it will be the story of the butterfly that you can print out and put your painted paper butterfly on top of that. And it turns out really pretty, and I just put a blue frame around it so it would stick out. I thought that would be pretty too. So we're getting ready to get ready, but I want you to get your supplies ready. You're going to need black and white construction paper. And if you have your white construction paper, you can always take your 12 by 18 sheet of paper. You can fold it and cut it, and you have your one size that you're going to need to put your butterfly papers on. You're going to make all those painted papers that you made. We're going to need all of those. Now, if you hadn't, for some reason, have done your painted papers, that's okay. You can go back, make your painted papers, and come back and do this activity. You will also need the templates that will be mailed to you. You're going to have a butterfly template that we'll be using to cut out to make your paper butterflies. Or if you can't print out anything, you can draw your own butterfly. Just remember that when you're drawing out your butterfly, you're going to make it big enough to fit the paper. And it's okay to make them small, and you can put some accent butterflies if you like, but it's important that you make it really big so it'll fit on your paper and show up really pretty. And also, if you decide you want to do the butterfly story and put your butterfly on top, this is in your packet too, that you can print out. So, I think that's it, but there's one other thing I want to show you. There are several great books about butterflies that you might be interested in reading. One is A Butterfly is Patient, and another one is Wonder Garden. It has some beautiful butterflies in here, all different sizes and shapes and colors, and it's a beautiful book. There's also two other books that you might like. One is called Butterfly, and it's a great book. And also, another one is Waiting for Wings. It's a butterfly waiting to get his wings. It is a great book too. So you ready to call the kids in and let's get started? Let's do that. Well, here are my artists. They're going to help us show how to do the art project today. Let's say hey. Hello.
Hi.
I'm so glad to have them to help you know what to do. Now, like I told them earlier, you can pick right now. You can use your 9 by
Paper.
your paper, and it's a size 9 by 6. Now what you're going to need is a template, and let me put this back here.
Well, we have to put the template under our paper to try it.
Well, let me show you. they also, I told them on the film that they have templates, and they have a template of a butterfly. And also, if they didn't have a template and they couldn't print it out, that they could draw their own butterfly. So you could draw your own butterfly.
Who's that?
Miss Belinda did. She drew that. Yes,
That's you.
that's me. So we have our templates, and also we're going to be using glue sticks, and we're going to be using scissors, and we're going to be using these sheets of paper as you glue your wings. On the back of your wings, you'll be using this paper to glue it on so it won't get all over the table. We've got our scissors, and we have the most important part is our painted papers. And I'm going to show you some of the painted papers that these girls have done. They have done a great job of all these painted papers. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
And I'm glad that y'all did the background colors in different colors, because you'll see why that's so important later. We've got yellow and purple. Look how beautiful these are. Purple, and look at that. I like that red.
I made that one.
Yeah, and look at the texture. See, texture is really important too. We're learning about texture today, aren't we? We have a red one with some blue in it. Another beautiful red with pink. Oh, this one's pretty. All colors. It looks like space, doesn't it? And then that one's beautiful. Oh, I love this one. I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. Wow, that looks like a little Easter bunny.
Can I see? That's not an Easter bunny.
I know, but it looks like it. Sitting behind some eggs. And
Those pink things are flowers,
here's another one.
That's me.
And another one.
That's one
I love
I
this
did.
one. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love all these. Wow, these are great painted
That's what I did
papers.
too.
And also, when you're cutting out your butterflies, I want you to listen to this, real important. When you're cutting out your pieces, I'll go over this again. You want to start on one side, not in the middle, because you're going to use all these papers even for our next project that we're going to do in a couple of weeks. So, see, I have a bunch of scrap papers right here. And we're going to be able to use those scrap papers to do Mr. Fish. So keep your scrap papers available, okay? Because we're going to use them.
To make Mr. Fish.
Yeah, make Mr. Fish. It's going to be so much fun. Now they have all cut out their pieces. Now I'm going to show y'all how to cut out your painted papers, okay? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick your favorite color. You're going to go through and find out which one you want for your first pattern. I kind of like this one. So what I'm going to do is take my painted paper, and remember I'm going to go left to right to cut out my page. So if I put it in the middle, you're going to waste all your paper. So we're going to start from one side and go to the next. Okay, I'm going to take number one, and I'm going to put it as close to the edge as I can. See how I'm doing that? And then I'm going to take my color, and I am just going to outline it just like you did. See how I'm doing this? And you have to hold it down. I just traced this wing, number one, and I'm going to put my wing aside, and then I'm going to take my scissor, and I'm going to go ahead and mark this number one, okay? So I can keep up with it. And I'm going to cut it out. And if you don't get in the lines, you cut outside the line, that's okay too. See how I'm just kind of cutting it? You don't have to be just perfect on it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to just put it on my white paper. And then, what I'll do next is I'm going to put the paper I used here. Then I'm going to pick out another paper that's different from this wing, okay? I think I like the pink, so I'm going to take my pink, and I'm going to take wing number two, and I'm going to put it up, turn the paper upside down. Remember to go as close to the edge as you can. And then I'm going to trace it. And I'm going to cut it out. And take your pattern piece, because you want to use your pattern pieces later to make another one, okay? Because I know your grandmas and granddaddies are going to want this for a present when you get through, or hang it in hang it up on your wall at home.
Or at window.
Yes, and I need to put number 2 right here, so I'll remember. There's my number 2, and I'm going to put it here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go through each page and pick out your color that you like. Remember, use a different background. And what you can do is just take the 2 pieces and find one that's not the same. Like I might take this one because it's orange and trace that out. Now, they all have had their pieces cut out on their painted paper, and we're ready to make our butterflies. Now, they're going to watch me do it first, and then I'm going to let them do it themselves, okay? I'm going to take number 2, and I'm going to put it here. And where is number 1? Is right here. And I've got number 4 is right here. And number 3 is right here, and number 5 is right here. So there is part of your butterfly right there, but you want to put the pieces together and glue them. So when you finish gluing them, you are going to, this goes down last, number 5 goes down last. And then when you put your wings together, make sure there's a little space right here in between so it looks like a butterfly. If you overlap like this, you'll never know that it's a butterfly. And let's make sure we center it on the paper like this. And then we see how we like the way that looks. Then we're ready to glue. So I'm going to move number 5. And I'm going to take my wing, number 1. And I am going to take my glue and my piece of paper. And the reason we do this, if you were to do the glue stick on the table or on your paper, you have glue everywhere. This is a great way to protect your paper and the table. So you're going to take your glue, and you're going to make sure that you cover all the parts of your wing. Okay?
But not the 2.
Yeah. All over, because it doesn't matter anymore, because it's going to be underneath. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here, just like that. This is my piece. And then I'm going to take the next piece. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to glue it really good all the way around. I'm going to use my piece of paper, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say, I'm going to put it right here, but I want that space right there, okay? So it looks more like a butterfly. So I'm going to put it right here. And then I'll take this piece, and I'll do the same and glue it and put it here. Then I'll take the second piece, and I'm going to glue it and put it here. And the last thing I'm going to do is glue the number 5 on top
of it.
And then you have it. Now once that's all glue, you're going to kind of press it all down, just like this. And then I'm going to take a crayon, and I'm going to
take one of those.
Give it some antennas, like this.
Yeah. That's how butterflies work.
And then you can do what you would like to do. You can decorate it and do anything you want to with your sheet. The next thing I'm going to do is bring out your colors. And remember to keep your patterns so you can make more and more of these, okay? With your painted papers. We're going to take our crayons, and I'm going to put them over here, Emily, so our friends can see what I'm doing, okay? I am going to, for example, I already put my wings on here. I'm going to take the color, and I'm going to put my antennas right on top, like you would do it here and here. Pick out your favorite colors, and then if you want to make designs on your butterflies, that's fine too, or if you want to leave it plain, that's okay too. You do not have to decorate if you don't want to. So why don't y'all pick out colors? I'm going to put it right here, and y'all can pick out colors that you want. And if something comes up you need to add glue, go right ahead and do that.
I'm going to copy pictures.
Okay. I cannot wait to see your artwork. I hope you will post them to us and let us see them so we can show everybody on Facebook what you've done, okay? I really look forward to that. And as soon as they do a couple of the decorations, I'm going to show you their artwork and how beautiful it turned out.
I'm going to color the paper.
Okay.
Because I like on paper.
I like it too. Be as creative as you like. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, let me show, if you want to do a little face, which I think is adorable, you might want to use a dark marker to do faces, okay?
Or a pen.
Also, you can add glitter. You can add scraps of paper or make dots on your papers. Anything you want to do to make it more decorative, you go for it. It's your work, and I know you will do a wonderful job. That is great. Beautiful. And look at her. See how she did her colorful antennas? That is beautiful. And did her little face. There is Joy's, and she did a lot of little fun twirly circles. I bet later she might do a lot of other stuff too. That is just beautiful. Look how beautiful it turned out. They are just beautiful, and this is such a fun activity. And I look forward to seeing your artwork, and then I look forward to doing our next project, which is going to be Mr. Fish. And it's going to be a huge fish we're going to paint under the sea. I'll see you next time. I love you so much. God bless you.